Welcome to the Young CEO Mastermind session. We host these every single Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am your host. My name is Andre Kennedy. And on these calls, we typically go over some valuable information as always. But before we dive into the information, I'm going to have a bonus for you guys at the very end of this video. So make sure you stay into the very end. We're going to go over Turo tips, okay, things that I've learned along this process of doing Turo, which is a car rental platform and a strategy that I use to receive passive income. So if you guys are interested in learning and hearing more about that, make sure you guys stay throughout this course of the video and you'll get the bonus at the end. So without further ado, let's talk about number one. The thing that I've learned, which has helped me the most when it comes to this Turo space, and something that you guys should be aware of, is knowing the value of your car. Okay, you guys need to know the value of your car. So a lot of you guys don't know what I utilize is called Kelley Blue Book. Okay, Kelley Blue Book is a software which pretty much is the national software that people use to pretty much gauge what the price of their vehicle is. Okay, so this software, it spits out a price. It allows you to input, make, model, year, condition, any extra additional features, color, interior. You can pretty much put all of that information into this platform and it's going to spit you out a number of what the actual price of your car or your vehicle is. Okay, so this is extremely beneficial because this is going to let you know your exit strategy, right? And that's going to be major and important because you need to always have an exit strategy. How are you going to get out of this situation of you purchasing this vehicle for maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe even 10 grand? How are you going to be able to get out of this situation and sell this vehicle on the end of the spectrum, right? So that's something that you guys need to think about, is the price of what you're buying your vehicles at, and then what you can then list them, once it's been listed for 20, 30, 40,000 miles additional on your vehicle, right? What is the price that you can then set it at next? Okay, so that's what you guys need to look into. Now, so that was number one, right? Knowing the value of your vehicle. Number two is going to be, pretty much what to expect. Okay, pretty much what to expect. What I learned is that on average, these vehicles rent out for about $500 per month on average. So the more vehicles you have, the better. Okay, so you need to gauge, is that monthly car payment more than $500? Are you going to profit, or are you going to be negative depending on how much you have invested into this vehicle? What is your monthly, car payment looking like? Or do you actually own the vehicle, right? Many different scenarios can happen, which is why I recommend certain different strategies or techniques depending on what situation occurs. Okay, so that's something that you guys are going to want to be aware of, is, simply, not only just what the value of your car is, but also, what to expect as far as profits. Typically, cars make about $500, like I was saying. Also, what you guys are going to want to know is certain tips and tricks, right? So one of the tips and tricks that I've learned is the lower end vehicles are a lot more profitable, in my experience, than higher end cars at this point. Okay, and that's just simply because they're being booked more often. The amount of consistency that you get with the lower end cars, right, being booked consecutively at $40, $50 per day, is a lot more dependable than, getting sporadic bookings with luxury vehicles, in my opinion. So that's just something to look out for. But I'm not going to take up too much of you guys' time. Just giving you guys a couple tips and tricks. And because you guys stayed this long throughout the video, as always, going to give you guys a bonus. Now, the bonus is simply this. Tips and tricks that I've learned is, one, you need to be able to track the vehicle, okay? You need to be able to track that vehicle. So what I recommend is getting what's called an air tag for your vehicles, okay? Now, the air tag is about $30 on Amazon or Walmart.com. You guys can get them for fairly cheap. You can put these in your vehicle, and if anybody in the vicinity of this air tag has an iPhone, it will ping this air tag and it will locate that air tag no matter where at in the world it actually is, which is great, especially if you're doing this rental car platform, which I tell you guys about, and you're able to place this in your vehicles, hide them, underneath the seat, in the glove compartment, underneath the floorboard, in the trunk, wherever you guys want to put these trackers. You can simply run the app on your phone, Find My iPhone or Find My AirTag, and you can check on your vehicles at any point in time. So that's one key tip that I've learned, is simply putting trackers in the vehicle to know where they're at all points and times of a trip or a booking, okay? It saves the headache. It saves, some people return booking cars late. You can literally check and see where they're at on your phone to see if they're either actually on their way like they say they are, or if they're simply trying to game the system and they're way off in Timbuktu trying to sell the vehicle off, or whatever else people do with rentals nowadays. So that was another tip. And then last but not least is one thing that I've learned, another tip that I've learned to automate this business is it's called a lock bag. Okay, this lock bag you can find on your Alibaba, AliExpress, something like that, where you guys can go and you can get these lock bags and you can place the keys for the vehicle in these lock bags, and you can set a code so that the individual who's booking your vehicle simply has to communicate between you and them how to access the keys. And you can automate this, doing this from your phone. So that way it makes it a lot more, hands off, as opposed to always having to be engaged in the situation. It saves a lot of gas, saves a lot of to and fro to pick up and drop off locations. So this is a great technique, a great strategy for you guys to implement into your car rental business. So that was a couple tips that I've learned to help you guys with getting started with Turo. If you guys are interested in this car rental space, I've been doing this for years now. If you guys are interested in more details or more tips, tricks, and strategies, I know a lot of you guys come across things that, you need an answer to, which is why I've created a community of like-minded individuals and people that I've been mentoring and helping. If you guys need help with this Turo space and car rentals, you guys definitely want to reach out to me. I'll be able to help you as much as I can. I've been doing this, like I said, for years, and I can definitely help point you guys in the right direction when it comes to renting your vehicles out on Turo. So without further ado, if you guys have any questions, drop them in the comment section, and make sure you guys smash that like video. It helps boost this YouTube video throughout the algorithm, and it helps it get seen by other individuals, and we might get more people to partner with our like-minded community. So welcome to the car rental space. There's a lot of money to be made. As you guys can see, we've been making a lot of money with the car rentals. So with that being said, tap in with me. There's going to be a link in the description. Make sure you guys hit that link. It will give you access to funding plays, and it'll also give you access to our free Telegram chat where you'll be able to link and chat with the community. So welcome aboard. I'll see you guys on the team, and that's pretty much the Turo gang. Let's get it.